ShopTalk, Shayat, Shayat, Shadayap, Shayat, Day, Shaya, Shayat, ShopTalk, Shadayap, ShopTalk.
Now Romans 8, the 35th verse says, who shall separate me from the love of God? And sometimes we go through things in life, but how many know that nothing shall separate us from the love of God, huh? Anybody really believe that? Because the word says that we are more than conquerors. Anybody a conqueror in here tonight? Now come on, if you're really a conqueror, just move with us a little bit. Come on, Ed, move. Come on, move your head. It's all right to get on your feet if you want. Come on. Tonight, to go all the way with Jesus, to go
What's going on, good people? What is going on? It is another day's journey, and I am super glad about it. Want to welcome everyone to Shop Talk, everyone's favorite show right here on everyone's favorite network. Listen, I'm grateful to have you hanging out with us, whether you're watching us live here on Facebook or YouTube on a special day this week, or if you're joining us from one of our radio partners from around the country, we want to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Listen, speaking of our radio partners, that list of stations is growing month by month, and we are grateful to be coming into your ears. So shout out to all of the station managers around the country that now bring Shop Talk to your radio station. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are helping us grow our reach, and we want to do all that we can, not only to bring you the best in gospel music, but as we always do, we want to keep you abreast of what is hot and happening in the news. Speaking of that, if you did not know, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. How do you know? Because it says so right there. And of course, you can hit me up everywhere on social media at DTollfree, at DTOLEFREE. That's on Facebook, that's on Instagram, that's on Twitter/X if you use it, as well as now it is available on YouTube. We'll talk a little bit more about the YouTube channel in just a few, but listen, I am super duper glad to have you hanging out with us. Listen, we've got a few people already joining us. Again, we're doing this today, this week on a special day, but we are glad to be in the building, glad to see you hanging out with us. Shout out to Cedria Clark, my homegirl out in Stockton of California. She is in the building. Shout out to Joanne Allen, who is in the building. Hey, Joanne, glad to have you hanging out with us as well. And yes, I'm with you that we should be thanking God for his amazing grace. Absolutely. Those of you who are watching us live, feel free to chime in on the chat and be able to make things happen. Listen, we want to be able to have this be an interactive show, kind of like it is in church. You know, I need a talk back to me audience today. So feel free to chime in the chat. We would love to be able to put your comments on the screen as well. All right, y'all. With that being said, I am excited. I'm excited. Why? Because I get ready to bring up one of our next co-hosts, one that we haven't had in a while, and hopefully we don't make her cry. But I do want to get ready to welcome her back, my homegirl and yours. I think she's back off of an incredible cruise. I think she was in Amsterdam and so many other places. She'll tell us about it in a minute. But let's get ready to bring up, without further ado, my homegirl and yours, the incredibly talented, I was about to say Yolanda, but it's actually, I haven't said her name in a while, Ashlyn Tara Cole. Ashlyn, what is going on? And you know what? I was getting ready to have you say something, but before I have you say a word, I want to just do something. Can I do something for you?
Yes.
Awesome. Let me do something for you. And the thing I want to do for you goes like this.
Welcome back. Dreams were your ticket.
Jesus.
Welcome back.
You want to welcome you back?
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Dreams have all changed since you hung around.
Yeah.
But those dreams have remained and they've turned around.
Yeah. Hey. All right, that's enough. All right, Ashley, we want to welcome you. Are you old enough to remember Welcome Back, Carter? Are you old enough?
No.
Oh,
I don't remember Welcome Back, Carter. I do know that song only because somebody in the gospel industry made a remake.
Oh,
so
okay.
I am somewhat familiar with it.
Okay, got it. I didn't think you were old enough. Anyway, listen, we've got people hanging out with us. Obviously, Ashlyn didn't know you were hanging out with us on YouTube. Glad to have you hanging out with us. We got Tracy Lewis, forgive me. I'm used to saying Tracy J. Wilson, but today we have Tracy Lewis hanging out with us today from St. Louis, and so glad to have you. Welcome to the show. Listen, we've got a lot of stuff to talk about, but before we bring up our next co-host, Ashlyn, you've been gone for about 3 weeks, months, 6 weeks, 8 months? You've been traveling,
Yes.
putting your feet in sand around the country, or actually
Yes.
around the world. What have you been up to?
Absolutely. I flew to Amsterdam and then I was in Norway and Iceland, and it was absolutely amazing. I'm a little bit tired. I just got back late Saturday night. That flight is, that's an 11-hour flight straight if you get a direct flight. But God forbid you have a connection somewhere and it turns it into like an 18-hour day. So I'm excited to be back. I got to sing with some incredible people. Take Six being one of the amazing groups that I got to sing with. Of course, Jonathan Butler, who I always get to sing with on that tour. It was just amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So lots more to come. Stay tuned. I made some new friends, told some new people about Freedom Radio. And so hopefully we will see some Norwegian listeners, Dito, maybe some
Absolutely.
Icelandic listeners. I don't know. You
Yeah.
have to look at the stats, but I'm
Awesome.
definitely excited to be back.
Absolutely. We're glad to have you back, and you look refreshed, you look revived, and I see you. I see you put some effort into making sure that you are doing your thing. I'm not mad at it.
Little wing.
I ain't mad at you. I see you. I see you. Come on and give us a little face today, a little face beat. I'm not mad at you. It's all good. Well, hey, again, welcome back. Glad to have you hanging out with us. In terms of a comment, we got Joanne. Why am I messing up people's names? Anyway, Joanne Allen, who mentions that it was so awesome and that to welcome you back. And then also a constituent from my church, one of my choir members, Valisa Pierce, in the building. What is going on? Glad to have you hanging out with us. Matter of fact, in speaking of my church, I'm going to talk about it in just a second. Shout out to Auntie Pooey in the building who says, good morning. Shout out to Denisha Sexton Do, Lady Denisha Sexton Do in the building. Glad to have her hanging out. As speaking of my church, in a way of a brief announcement, I don't do it always like this, but we are in revival. And tonight is our last night. Tonight is our last night. We are in revival, and we have the incredible Ruby Holland from Memphis, Tennessee. She is going to be in the building. Last night, she was a little under the weather, and we had Paula Bates from San Jose come in and just completely demolish our church. Hopefully, we can put it back together with nails and hammers and stuff and be ready for tonight. But Pastor Ruby will be back with us tonight, and I think we'll even have a missionary Paula Bates with us as well again. So those of you, if you're in the Bay and you have time to stop by, church starts at 7. We don't stay all night. We get in, let the Lord do His thing, and then we get to moving and heading home. So it is all good. But speaking of co-hosts and speaking of things happening, our next co-host, Ashlyn's bestie. Normally I'm always mentioning the city. And I finally got the city right. It's no longer, I no longer say Antioch and Pittsburgh. I was trying to move her, but they are actually from Hercules. Ashlyn finally made me remember how to remember her city. Hercules. Yeah, thank you, Ashlyn. You were awesome for that. Without further ado, let's get ready to bring up on the road, on his way to do ministry, but did not want to miss out today. My guy in the building, Ja'Cory Prothro in the building. Ja'Cory, man, what is going on?
Oh my God, is that Ashlyn Cole? I don't even know her no more. What's up? Hey, I'm on a mission trying to get to where you are.
That's right.
Funeral chronicles as usual. So I'm going to do what I do.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad to be here.
Ja'Cory is a professional funeral singer. He is. He's a professional funeral singer. If you have a family that is down because of the passing of a loved one, you need to call Ja'Cory Prothro. He will uplift your service. Let me tell you, them people will walk out as if they at revival and glad tidings. He will. The Holy Ghost is extra special with him. It rests extra special on him. So if you need somebody to come uplift your funeral or your memorial or your whatever it is, you call Ja'Cory Prothro.
That part.
That is funny. That is hilarious. Well, hey Ja'Cory, man, welcome to the show. We've got an incredible lineup of things to talk about, and I got people hitting me from everywhere. What is going on to Cheryl Galloway, who was hanging out with us from the ATL? on our YouTube page. Glad to have you hanging out with us. Listen, we've got a lot going on, so much going on that we've got to get ready to bring up our next co-host. Let's keep going. We're going to step out of California. We're going to catch a couple Delta flights. We're going to end up in the North Kakalaki, Charlotte to be exact. Now, we used to just hop on Spirit and end up in Denver, but finally we got delivered from that. But now we hop on Delta or American or whatever is our preferred network. We end up in Charlotte, North Carolina to bring up our next co-host who I saw, but as I was talking, now she's gone away. So I guess what? I tell you what we will do. We're going to keep things going, and when she's ready, we'll bring her up. And Ashlyn, go right ahead. You're trying to get my attention.
I wanted to show you, Dito. I thought about you this morning when I put this shirt on. It's East Oakland.
East Oakland.
East
you understand?
Oakland, baby.
Yeah, I love it. That's good stuff. That's where I'm from, and I will never forget East Oakland, 83rd and Dowling is where I am from. I live right behind Castlemont High School, which is where you were, Ashton, a couple of weeks ago, with your incredible group from the school. I saw different things about that. Yeah, that when you was at Castlemont, that's all me. All of that is me.
Yes. Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, that's this shirt, the East Oakland Vocal Fest that we do every year, and with Keenan Foster is running that thing, and we just had a grandy old time that day.
That's good stuff. That is good stuff. Glad to have you hanging out with us, and shout out to Carmen Bruner, who is hanging in, I believe, from Ashlyn's YouTube page. So it is all good. So hey, Carmen, glad to have you hanging out with us, and so many more. Y'all keep the comments coming. We definitely want to be able to shout you out again. Today we are having interactive church where I need a talk back to me church today.
That's right.
And it is all to the good. So and she mentions to you, Ashlyn, that you are amazing. That is awesome. That is awesome. Carmen, as you're typing in, let us know where you are tuning in from. We would love to be able to shout out the location you're tuning in from. While we are doing that, let's get ready to make things happen. All right, y'all. We have, thanks to Jacory, we have changed part of our format. And in doing so, we have today's National Day. And Jacory, just for you, we only have one. Just one day today. Today's National Day. My wife is from New Orleans. Many of you don't know that, but Allegra is from New Orleans. And today is a day that I'm going to celebrate highly because I know that she's going to get in the kitchen and make this for me. Today is National Pralines Day. Oh, National Pralines Day. If you've never had praline candy, let me tell you, it is like manna from on high. And Allegra has mastered her mother's version of it. She made it a couple of weeks ago, not knowing that today would be Pralines Day. And let me tell you something. We took it to some friends, and we took it to some loved ones. And by the time I turned around, the whole bag was gone. I was like, no, wait a minute. You being too benevolent. I need you to bring things back home. It starts at home. You know what I'm saying? And then it spreads abroad. That talking about charity. Anyway, today is.
I don't know about praline candy. I know about praline ice cream, like pralines and cream ice cream, but I don't know nothing about praline candy.
Really? It is the Lord's doing. And you know what? If Allegra makes some today, if she does, I know she's out and about.
She makes it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
I thought it was like, at the, you could go to the gas station and then you just grab you a bag of praline candy. I didn't know, but I hadn't heard of it. No, she makes it. That's why. Come on, sister, make some praline candy. Praline.
It's all good. Yeah.
And I'm with you. The Lord's doing because it also encourages you to pray, lean in, pray and lean in to the Lord. Yes. Come on, pray, lean.
I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you. Thank you, Carmen, for letting us know that she is from Bristow, Oklahoma. Thank you so very much. We've got Joanne Allen, who says that she is from Washington State. We've got Karen Weston from out in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Ooh. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So I know that she knows about some praline candy. And let me tell you something. I don't mind praying and leaning
Come on.
into that bag of candy. It's going to be absolutely amazing. All right, y'all. And yes, Cheryl says, yes, won't he do it? Yes, no. Yes, he will. By God, I feel my deliverance. Feel like it's nigh right about now. Anyway,
Hey.
listen, we're going to keep things going. That's our national day for today. We're going to keep things going. But before we jump into birthdays, let's now finally reach out to Charlotte, North Carolina. Bring up my homegirl and yours. She is the graphic designer extraordinaire. The logo that you see up in the corner, she redesigned it and so much more. Let's bring her up. My homie. Don't call her sis. Yolanda Wild Praise Morant in the building. Yolanda, girl, what's going on?
No, the more we talk about our love, the more we make it. You only understand if you was a teenager in the 1900s.
I hear you. I hear you.
Oh, y'all don't know what happened today. Y'all don't know what happened today, huh? The Lord.
What happened today? What happened today?
Woo! He fixed their problems. Because Brandy and Monica are going on tour.
I saw that.
The boy is mine. The boy is mine. The boy is mine.
I did see that. The boy is mine tour. And it's coming to Oakland. It's coming to Oakland.
Wow.
It's coming to Oakland. So, yeah, I did see that announcement. And we'll definitely try to talk about that before the day is gone. But, Yolanda, hey, welcome to the show. Glad to have you in the building. And thank you, Ashton. Ashton, you all didn't get a chance to see the comment that she sent us. But Ashton was telling us that she wants to step up her background. I'm just trying to make things happen. Thanks, Ashton, for the encouragement. And
I'm encouraged. I'm encouraged. Look,
yes.
Dito is looking a little crispy today. I'm feeling a little faint. I'm feeling a little faint, and the Lord said, "Faint not." And so I feel convicted today. I do have my little light. I have my little light. But it's not. I need to rearrange some things. Purging.
Yeah, there you go.
Is coming this week. A purging.
But you know what? Y'all encouraged me. I kept telling people that I want better. I want to be better. I want to do better in my life. But yet I wasn't doing nothing. So I finally stepped out on faith, took everything out of this room, had nothing in here, started from scratch. Allegra, my two kids, and Dave Jackson's wife, Gwenny Jackson, all came over here, and her twin daughters, they all came over here, and we made something happen. So I am grateful to make things happen. Shout out to Dr. Maggie Winter, who was in the building. In her detailed voice, she said, "What is going on?" And we got Elizabeth Valisa Pierce, who was saying to tell Allegra that she will be submitting her order for her praline candy. I am not mad. All right, y'all, let's keep things going. And in doing so, let's get ready to bring up today's birthdays. And we only have, because of Jacory, I blame all this on him, but we only have two of them today, two particular birthdays. Both of them we should know. The sister of Beyonce, Solange, hopefully I'm saying her name right. Solange knows. Solange. See how much I know. Yes. But her sister, Solange, she turns 39 today. So happy birthday to her. Yeah, just a baby. You're right. Happy birthday. And then last but not least, passed in 2020, but born in 1958, Tommy Lister Jr. Many of us, those of you who may have kept up with wrestling back in the day, he was Zeus. He came on the scene as Zeus, but then later on in the Friday series, we knew him as Debo. And we knew him as Debo. And of course, as I mentioned, he passed in 2020. But I just definitely wanted to mention his name, Tommy Lister Jr. But listen, Ashley, you're back. Jacory's been sitting in your seat to do this in your absence. But you're back today to encourage people who might be having a birthday today that we may not have mentioned during this week or during this season. Ashlyn, the virtual floor is now yours.
Well, birthdays, guess what? They only happen once a year. And I think that you should make it special. Like we making a big deal of it. So why don't you make a big deal out of it? I mean, that is the day that God reached down deep down into the earth or out of a rib or whatever he did to create you. He spent his time formulating you, numbering the hairs on your head. And so come on, let's celebrate because it's not ego driven. It's God driven, right? It's God driven. He created you. We want to celebrate you. So from all of us here at Freedom Radio and all of our ShopTalk affiliates, everybody, happy birthday.
Awesome stuff. Thank you, Ashlyn. And again, welcome back. All right, y'all, we are going to keep things going. And in doing so, I want to remind you all again, that myself, Ashlyn, Yolanda, Jacory will be joining with us on this too. But I want you all to be able to download and stream the Freedom Faves or the FDR Faves playlist. All you have to do is either click this link or type this link into your web browser, tinyurl.com/FDR faves. You'll know that you have the right playlist because you'll see this exact graphic on top of the playlist. Download that. We've taken time to put in some of our faves during this season, and in just a few days, that list is getting ready to change. We're going to do this interactively every month. So in just a few days, this list will change. We're going to empty the list out and start all over with a whole new list of FDR faves. So if you haven't done so, go to Apple Music or just simply type this link into your web browser, tinyurl.com/FDR faves. Download this particular playlist. It will do you good. All right. It will do you good. All right, y'all. Let's get ready to keep things going. So, Ashlyn and Yolanda, you all weren't here last week. Jacory was here, and he almost cussed me out in Jacory terms. But allow me to say this one thing. I'm getting ready to branch out. I'm getting ready. I keep telling people all the time that if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So nothing changes until something changes. Nothing changed in this room until I decided to make a change. I got tired of what I was seeing, so I finally took a step. Yeah. And the church folks, if you take one step, the Lord will take two, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I have decided to step out and branch out and do something that I've never done. And I asked him, and Yolanda's like, what are you talking about? What are you going to do? Well, let me tell you, I could tell you in detailed terms this way, but we've prepared a video just for this moment. So without further ado, Mr. Station Manager, whoever's running this, the virtual floor is now yours.
Dito Live.
What's going on, everyone? This is your guy, Demetrius Toll-Free, excited to let you all know I'm finally ready to launch my own weekly podcast. You guessed it, Dito Live. Each episode, we will have a sit-down conversation about what's going on in our local community and beyond. But for right now, go and subscribe to my brand new YouTube channel. Simply search Toll-Free at DTOLEFREE. I'm so excited that I can't wait for you to join me live exclusively on Facebook and YouTube for my brand new podcast. Y'all already know what it is. Yes, sir, Doc. That's right. Dito Live will be coming to Facebook and YouTube in just a few short weeks, and I am overly excited about it. I'm going to step out on nothing and hopefully make something. We will see what happens. In the meantime, y'all, please, if you are on YouTube, just go to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, Toll-Free, DTOLEFREE. I've had that channel for a long time. Didn't even know what I was doing with it. But now I'm starting to upload some video footage of harvesters and personal detail videos. You'll see that. But coming in the month of August, we will officially launch Dito Live. We look forward to doing it. So it's all to the good. Thank you for those of you hanging out. I'm just trying to catch up with the comments. What's going on to Allegra? Glad to have her hanging out with us. And she says she's excited for me. Thank you. That's what a good wife does. She pushes her husband into greatness. Thank you, Allegra, for being that great wife. And in October, she and I are going to celebrate 25 years of marital bliss. So I am excited about that as well. Wow, and thank you, Cheryl, for your congratulations. And thank you, Ashlyn. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate you for doing that. And also thank you to Denisha Sexton. Appreciate you. My guy, Jonathan Johnson, in the building. Got a chance to see him in person. I even got a chance to play behind him. One of the incredible psalmists and praise and worship leaders in the Bay Area. along with Ashlyn and Jacory. But I got a chance to play for Jonathan this past Sunday, and man, he took us in at Lily of the Valley. Glad to be able to have him hanging out with us today. Shout out to my classmate. We've been friends ever since the 5th grade. Leandria Baker in the building. What is going on? And then, yes, Allegra, we're getting ready to celebrate 25 years. And she says, absolutely. Thank you to Sister Valisa Pierce. Thank you so very much. Appreciate all of y'all for your kind words. Now, let's get ready to keep things going. And we're going to jump into a few different subjects very quickly. This one only takes a second. And that is, y'all know that as of Monday or Sunday now, the NBA finals are finally over. The NBA season has come to an end, and we have crowned a new champion in the Oklahoma City Thunder, formerly known as the Seattle Supersonics, but they moved from Seattle to OKC, and now their first championship in OKC. So congrats to them. An amazing run. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the MVP. They had an amazing run. Can't hate on them. They did their thing. And so congrats to them. Now we get ready for what a lot of people like more than basketball, and that is football. Football season will be starting, Ashlyn, in just a few weeks, and many of us are Raiders fans and whatever fans we may be.
Whatever
and
fan.
She said she missed the whole series. It's okay, Ash. It was only, one of the great series of recent times. Went 7 games.
I was in the middle of the North Sea. Like I didn't have, I didn't have access. And plus I was 9 hours ahead. So, but congratulations. I'm super excited. It was this year in basketball was great. I think we saw evolutions, we saw revolutions, we saw executions. It was a fantastic season in basketball. And yet, I am super duper excited for football season because that is my jam. Although basketball is a very close second because my son is playing basketball now again, which I'm super excited. He has joined 2 adult leagues in San Francisco, and so I'm really excited for him. He's really
that's good stuff. That is good stuff. That's glad to know. And let me know. Maybe I can travel over to SF. Well, we'll see how safe it is, but we'll talk about that in a minute. But I would love to be able to support the young man and be able to help push him to his greatness. I think it's absolutely amazing. Funny thing about the playoffs this year, and I didn't get a chance to brief y'all on this, but y'all just roll with me on this. The funniest thing about the playoffs this year, Dame Lillard, who plays with the Milwaukee Bucks from the Bay Area, Jason Tatum from the Boston Celtics, and as of Sunday, Tyrese Halliburton, all went out with Achilles injuries. Yeah. All 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
And all are going to miss the next season. But the ironic thing, all of them wear the number 0. All 3 of them wear the number 0 on their jersey. Dame Lillard, who wears a 0 to represent Oakland, but Jason Tatum, who wears number 0, Tyrese Halliburton, who wears number 0. All 3 had the same injury in the same series of playoffs. I found that to be simply ironic.
Very ironic. I would want to know what brand of shoes they wear. Do they all 3 of them?
Same thing, yeah.
Are they all 3 of them endorsed or sponsored by the same brands of tennis shoes? Somebody get that information and let's find that out.
That's a great one. That's a great one to find out. That is a great one to find out. But anyway, that's my sports information. Now, Jacory, are you over there blowing up balloons?
That's his vocal warm up.
That's right.
I am. I'm trying to get myself in preparation so I can deliver, what needs to be delivered to the ears of the people in the house. It's hot in Antioch.
I've never seen that. So this is your vocal warm up by blowing up balloons, and
it's part of what I do. Yeah.
I have never seen that.
Really?
It activates. So your sound has to come out on air. Right? Air has to flow first before sound can come out. And so the air blowing out a balloon activates your lung muscles, your diaphragm to really get that air supported out. So it is one method. Some people blow through little straws. You'll see people blowing through little teeny straws that activates the diaphragm. So yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have never seen that. And I am amazed and I am highly interested. I
Well,
promise you, I
Dorinda
am.
Clark has the balloon challenge, so check out Dorinda Clark because that's one of my favorite singers. I've been trying to get my lungs to match hers, so check her out. But it does
Ja'Cory,
help.
you have enlightened me today. So I am definitely interested. We may have to have a conversation about that. And Jonathan Johnson, he agrees with. He said he
Yeah.
learned the balloon technique from Dr. Dorinda Clark Cole. Wow, I did not know. And Tracy Lewis says, "Wait, thanks for the tip. I promise you, I've never seen it. You guys have just enlightened me, and I am eternally grateful. I'm going to try it and see what happens. Now, I don't sing as often as you all do. Nowadays I play.
What?
No, for real, I don't. I sing occasionally, but I play more than I sing. But this is something I definitely want to try. I do talk for a living. Working for my little company. I'm intrigued. I will definitely keep that in mind.
Because you play, you can actually stretch the balloon like this with your hands, and that will help warm up your fingers.
Oh, geez. Yeah. But you can actually sing while you're playing, even though you don't have a mic. It'd be nice to have that texture underneath the vocal.
You should have a mic. You should. You should have a mic. We should be hearing from you. We should be hearing
about
from
to
you.
step out. I love you guys, and I can't wait to
Appreciate
show
you.
so we can really get in there. But
it's all good, man. Great, appreciate you hanging out with us. We will holler at Ja'Cory real soon. So now it's just us three left to continue on today's show. And I have a few things that I want to talk about. And that is, and actually, this is going to be, I think this might be good. I didn't prep y'all for this, but when I'm with these two smart young ladies, no matter what I throw their way, they always come back with some incredible information, as well as things that will be helpful to you. So it is officially summer. Mm-hmm. It's officially summer now. Let me just tell y'all. I know. Everybody's like, "Oh, it's summer. I got to get my summer body together and all this, and this, and that." Listen, let me tell you something. Let me tell you about me. Summer is going to get whatever body I give it. But I am going outside. I just want to let y'all know I'm going to be outside in this particular season. But most importantly, I mentioned the fact that it's summer because I want to mention the importance of updating your headshots. Like, what does summer have to do with headshots? Nothing. But the mere fact that it's summer is a great time because you're going to be getting your hair done. You're going to be getting makeup done on a regular because you want to be seen while you're outside. Why don't you take some time during this season to refresh? I'm talking to me too. To refresh your headshots. I know I speak for Yolanda, and yes, and Ashley, you know what? I still have my Get Fly in July t-shirt. You still have yours?
I do. I save it every year, and I've been like getting fly in July is definitely my theme because I'm down 13 pounds. I know you can't see it just like right here, but
good for you.
I've been working. I'm down 13 pounds, and I feel like I found the formula for me.
Good for you. Good. Yeah. And that's the key. That's a good thing that finding the key for you, because what may work for you may not work for the next person. Your almost bestie is in the building. Stacey Williams in the building. What is going on? But yeah, this is a great season. Yolanda, I know you got something to say about this. This is a great season to be able to update your headshots. Those of us who are on flyers, or you may be on a flyer, or you might be somewhere where you're going to be on a screen or something like that. Mm-hmm. The iPhone selfies is not it. No. You need to take some time. Shameless plug. But let me tell you something. I stay ready. If you need some help, I got my camera. Look. Let me show you my. Yeah. If you need, holler at me. If you're in the Bay, if you don't want to use me, I'm not mad. Call up Deanna. I'm not mad. Call Curtis. Call Marcus McCauley. But call somebody. You need to update your headshots, especially again if you're going to be on flyers, if you're doing a CD cover. I saw someone send me something, Yolanda. You and hopefully you won't cuss, but someone sent me a CD cover with music that they wanted me to play. And I promise you, the photo in the graphic was absolutely a cell phone photo. Absolutely, it was. And I didn't even listen to the music because if you didn't put the effort into your graphic and into your image, I know that your effort wasn't into the music.
And it's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. Now, even if you can't afford, okay, we're talking about affordability. Now, you're going to probably pay hundreds of dollars for a good photographer, if not thousands for a good photographer, right? But if you, first of all, if you have it, invest it. To try to move your funds from somewhere else. If you're leaking out funds, cut the cable. Could stop eating out for a month. I mean, whatever you can do to set those funds aside. But here's the thing: we're in an AI era. We're in an AI era. You can go to so many different. You go to ChatGPT. You can upload a photo into ChatGPT in the premium version, which I have, and have Chatty will make you an image. Like, don't just think, oh, I got to throw something together. That we ain't in the 80s and 90s where you could just throw here. Hey, here's my demo. We're not in that. We're in a digital AI area. So put the effort into it. And look, if you don't have the funds, but you have a vision, okay, even the Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. If you have a vision and you bring your vision to Dito or Deanna or Marcus McCauley or Curtis, whoever it is, and you say, hey, this is my vision. I don't have the funds. What can I help you? Can I clean your studio? I mean, some people ain't gonna do that, but can I do something? Can I give your can I give your daughter a piano lesson? Can I, like, whatever? Come up with something creative, but don't just throw something mediocre together, because you want to be competing in a pool with people that are really putting time and money and effort and intention into their craft. And so don't get caught slipping, because talent is not enough anymore.
True.
You could be the most talented person in the room, in the city, in the state, in the country. It don't matter. Talent is not enough anymore. You have to have a vision, and then you have to make your images match that vision.
So and let me say this. I'm gonna give it right to you, Yolanda. Let me just throw what Jonathan Johnson says. He says we do get professional pictures and headshots. He says we got to get these event coordinators to stop finding pictures from our social media.
He's so right.
Yeah. Yolanda, I know you're trying to get my attention. So Yolanda, go right ahead. I know you as a graphic designer and a person who has to create something out of nothing. I know you got something to say about this.
So to Jonathan's comment, here's what I always say. You control your own narrative. Mm-hmm. I feel like artists have the right to control their narrative. And so in a nice way, you can politely actually ask that the flyer be taken down. You can politely ask that, if they pull out, they liked your photo from, your high school photo and they stuck that on a flyer, then you can ask. In a nice way, it can be done, politely, that they take the flyer down and they use what you have requested. Now, when you send what you have requested, but your head is cut off. When you send what you have requested, but you have no arms. When you send what you requested, but you're cut off, like right here. We need your whole body. So here's what I suggest. When you go to a photographer like the Ditos, like the whoever, what you should always do is make sure that you have a full body photo. That means if you don't like your body parts, put on a shape. If you don't like your body parts, then you need to have him, I'm not the first lady today. So if you don't like your body parts, then you need to wear the shapers. You need to wear the men shaper. You need to be Photoshop, whatever you have to do. But really a good, clean headshot should show your whole head. So if you give me this much, so you leave a person like me, a graphic designer, stuck. So it should be your whole head, the top of your head, and then at least to the mid chest with both arms, right? So when you cut off your arms, because whatever, then you leave people stuck. So it's really it's both sides of the coin. But yes, and so, respectfully to what Ashlyn said, always, yes, AI is a solution, but it is a temporary one. Because what it's not going to do is not going to provide. So when you come to me and you've used AI, which is great temporarily, you've used it for a flyer, something like that. But what it does not produce high quality images when you get ready to do your album cover. And so album covers have to be done at a high resolution. All right. So, when you limit those things, I mean, I know y'all see people doing it on Canva, and you saw your favorite artist do that, and but that doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because you can does not mean you should. And what I mean
That's
being,
right.
I run into this all the time, and I have to send the photo back, or I
Mm-hmm.
cannot do what I would like to do or what you would like to do because the quality is bad. Can I add this too?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Stop over editing yourself. Things the way he
Mm.
made you. Now,
Ooh, Yolanda, say that again, please. Say that
stop
again.
over editing. Jesus made this. I'm being the nice girl. I mean, I'm always nice. People should stop saying it. This is straightforward. Be okay with how you're made. There's nothing wrong with makeup. There's nothing wrong with photoshopping
That's
and
right.
editing. Editing should be done. But when you look over edited, like you've
You
put
should look
like
like
20
you.
pounds of
Yeah.
Maybelline on, or you look over edited to the point where it doesn't look real, or you look over edited and you ran it through clearing up the blur and now your face is distorted.
Mm-hmm.
It's overkill.
That's right.
This is why you have to pay the money to invest in yourself. So
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
she said,
absolutely.
give up some of your DoorDash. McDonald's is not good for you anyway. So give us some of your DoorDash. Let some fries go. Do whatever you got to do. But you cannot expect people to support what you don't support yourself. It doesn't, that
That's
like
right.
literally, like he's going to stop. It doesn't make any sense. So y'all, let
That's
me say
right.
this about my distant cousin, Kurt Franklin. I'm telling y'all, feel however you feel. But he always presents nothing else but excellence, period.
Always. Always.
Period. So if you want to
Yeah,
come up to the level, then you're gonna have to make some changes.
That's right.
I'm with
That's
you.
good.
We got some good comments coming in, and a shameless plug, but I do have professional pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Come
So
on.
shout out to Curtis Germany who did that for me. That's one of a few pictures that Yolanda uses every now and then for when I am needed for a flyer. Most people they don't normally use that one, but that's one I like. But yeah, you're right that we control our narrative. And then Jonathan, who is the comedian, says, "But when you look like nothing,
Right.
like the
Nothing like the
picture, like
picture.
yeah." Anyway, so
That's so
actually,
funny.
I want to re-put, or I want to put again what you put in the chat, and that is that you have sent all your professional promo shots ahead of time for the events, and somehow they still choose the picture that they want based on the flyer, theme, color, palette, etc. And then you also said, ask what they need and make the adjustments yourself. And again, you say that you control your brand. I love it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because let's say that you send your that picture that you just put up on the screen and you have
Mm-hmm.
on like a gray silver whatever color suit, but they're doing a gold and black theme.
Mm-hmm.
And you send that ahead of time, and then they're like, well, we can't use this in it. Ask the questions when you send your promo shots. Are these in alignment with your imaging and your events? Are these pictures in alignment? And if not, please get back to me at your earliest convenience so that I can make adjustments. Because you can actually go in and Photoshop and make that a black suit. You can go in and Photoshop and change your accessories from gold to silver or from silver to gold. You can change, there are promo shots that are out there, detail that we've used. I think the one that we have with me with this blue, that shirt is not blue, it's brown. But we changed the color of the shirt in Photoshop to match the branding for that particular project. And so there are ways to do it. It doesn't mean you have to get a whole new set of photos because they want gold and you have silver. You can actually go back to the photographer who took the photos. That's so old. And people do use that. That is so old.
That's an amazing picture. Say what you will. Marcus McCauley Sessions.
It is an amazing picture.
Marcus McCauley Sessions. So I mean, you're telling us great things. And so I put this picture up of Ashlyn. It is an amazing picture. I love this picture. But here we are. Here's another incredible photographer in the Bay Area. I've mentioned a few: Curtis Germany and Deanna. Kellen Young. I mean, there's many.
Yeah.
There are many people, but the main thing I'm trying to focus on and let you all know is in this season, if you're an artist, if you think you're going to be on a flyer somewhere, if you're going to be on a screen, now people are using the screens in the church to promote, or mention you as they're talking about you and stuff. If you're going to be put out there in any kind of way, you need to have professional headshots. And again, no matter who you use, you control your negative. I mean, your negative. You control your narrative.
Your narrative.
And then Jonathan Johnson says, so that both parties are happy. Meaning, that, what you were saying about you can change the color and all those type of things, so that both parties are happy.
Because you can't complain if you didn't send what you're supposed to send. You can't complain. Absolutely. If they do a flyer and what you sent was subpar or it wasn't up to standard, you cannot complain, because Yolanda would definitely agree. People are on deadlines, baby. We don't have a week, a month to wait for you to do a turnaround with what we've requested. We sometimes have hours, not days. Sometimes we have hours to get things done. And so you've got to make the adjustments right away, but ask the question ahead of time so that you can control your brand.
Yeah. And can I add something else? So this is what I suggest. I have to calm down because I'm excited. I'm on lemon head, adrenaline. Okay. The truth is, you should always be ready, right? The Bible talks about, be also ready. You should always be ready. So the truth is, as an artist, pastor, preacher, teacher, you're a speaker, any of those things, you really should have that information always available, whether you keep it in an email that you can just, constantly send, or you have a link. Probably the best bet is to have a Google Drive link or a Dropbox link, something that you can easily access. And guess what it should have? It should have your bio. It should have your EPK, like your press kit, your electric press kit. It should have 1 to 2 photos, something casual, something dressed up, give people an option. And then they should be clean, right? And I say give people an option if the vendors are dressed up, it's dressed down, whatever. Make sure it's clean, make sure it's crisp, and you control your own narrative. And don't be afraid to speak up for yourself either.
That's right.
Someone once used a picture of me. It was cute, thank you. But it also was not the picture I sent you. I politely asked, can you do X, Y, and Z? Yeah, so don't wait. Can I say this one more thing? Okay, when you keep sending, so when you download something from your phone automatically compresses. It does not matter if you have the iPhone Jesus just made yesterday. It automatically compresses, okay? So this is why you should have those things available that you can just send, and it just takes up your professionalism. When someone says, can I X, Y, and Z, and you say yes, can I have your email address? Yes. And you email it to them. It kind of sets you apart, even if it's just a little bit.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. I love it. I love it. So at the end of the day, it's a great new season. It's the new season of summer, but it can be the new season of getting yourself together, whether it's getting to the gym and doing the detox, get your big tail up, and slimming down and doing like Ashlyn, and to start finding your niche in what helps you get your body together. But as Yolanda so eloquently mentioned, and Ashlyn as well, get your headshots done. If you don't have one, please make yourself as professional as possible, because I hate to say it, there is so much competition out there, and you want to be able to set yourself apart from the next artist, so that you can be able to make things happen during this season.
That's right.
All right, y'all. Last thing I want to mention, we're almost out of time, but I just want to mention this last thing in brief. When I was a kid, I know we don't talk about whoopings and stuff no more because we're in a different mindset, and that's all good. But when I was a kid, one of the biggest whoopings I got was when I interjected my opinions in other people's business.
Come on here.
One of the greatest whoopings I ever got was when I interjected into a conversation that had nothing to do with me. USA, United States of America, President Donald Trump. Why are we getting into business that has nothing to do with us? Can we learn in this season to mind our own business? We have so much going on that we can fix in the United States. Why are we trying to get involved with Iran and Israel? Allow them to work out their own soul salvation. I know many of you know that by now, that you know that the United States, because of our president, or you all's president, I think I'm part Canadian now. But anyway, the president of the United States took it upon himself to bomb Iran. And I can tell you something, without a shadow of a doubt, I know that Iran is acting like it was in the Bible. In the Bible, there was these two twins that got into it, and one cheated his brother out of his birthright. And Esau told his brother that I not only do I hate you, but that I'm going to get you back. Mm-hmm. And I can imagine that Iran is already making preparations to get us back. And I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know where they're going to target. But let me tell you something, Ashlyn and Yolanda and everyone listening to me. Oh my God. When can we as our country learn to mind our own business? And what would that look like, Ashlyn?
Yeah, it's I think that he thinks it is his business. I think that he has the audacity to believe that it is his business, and he is a business mogul, if you will. Yeah. And so he is now in a position of making decisions that line his pockets. Yeah. Which is his, obviously, we've seen that's his MO. But I'm concerned for us in California. I mean, I did see some of the headlines while I was over there that gas prices are going to start going up.
Absolutely.
I saw an announcement that in California alone, gas prices are expected to go up 66 cents per gallon on July 1st. We're already, the low gas is $4.35, where the national average, I think, is $3 and something, if it's even that. We're already the low. I'm talking about in the hood gas. I'm talking about Costco and Safeway gas is $4.35. It's getting ready to go up 66 cents. From that is going to be over or just under $5. So, or actually just over $5. So that's a lot. That's a lot. And it's, get your gas today, AB. That is exactly right. Get your gas today. So it's frustrating. Yeah. Absolutely. When we out here in California, we minding our business. We're trying to educate our kids. We're trying to protect our kids. We're trying to keep music in the schools. We're trying to make sure that women and men have equal pay. We're trying to love everybody. And you over here meddling with us. That's why everything went south in LA. That's why Gavin said, you want to fight? Come get me. You know where I'm at. And that's not cool either, because it affects all of us. So
it affects all of us. You're exactly right. And we have to realize that the decisions that we make, either we will reap a great harvest, or we're going to suffer great consequence. I'm going to say that one more time. From the decisions that we make, we will either reap a great harvest, or we will suffer great consequence. United States of America, I am praying fervently. I am praying wholeheartedly that the Lord would sustain us and and provide a way of escape for us during this season. So I'm looking up at the clock, y'all. It's time for us to get ready to go. But as we go, listen, first of all, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to this special edition of Shop Talk. We will be back at our normally scheduled time on next week. But Yolanda, do you have any closing comments, final thoughts?
You get one life. You have to live that one life to your best ability. Go outside. Jesus, man, I'm serious. Like, I went to ATL this weekend. I got long. I don't got 3 closings. The short part is I love Kevin Lemons and Hire Calling. I love my people so much. And I'm so blankety blank proud of Tiana. And I went to ATL and I had the best time. I didn't even know I needed that. Let me tell you something. Life will kick your butt. And if you can wake up in the morning and you can see and you can walk and you can talk and you can breathe and you can put lotion on your own legs.
Yes.
That sounds crazy, but there's somebody walking around. They don't even have the strength to do that.
That's
And
right.
you better thank your lucky stars and you better thank God every day that you can open your mouth.
That's
So
right.
to me, you should enjoy the big, beautiful world he created. We can't do nothing about Trump. Please come get him. We ain't got nothing to do with what he did. But until all of that happens, go outside, man. Enjoy the world. Enjoy your family, your children. You don't get to do it twice. Stop playing. You don't get to have a mama twice, a dad twice. Enjoy those people. Make that stuff right. Forgive. Let it go and move. And let's live a good life.
That's good stuff. Absolutely love it. All right, y'all. It's time for us to go. But before we go, my closing comment of the day is: don't ask anyone about your future who hasn't come out of their past.
Hiya.
I'll let that sit right there. Don't ask anyone about your future and they're still living in their past. On behalf of the incredible Ashlyn Cole, Yolanda Morant, and Ja'Cory Prothro, my name is Demetrius Tollfree. To the next time on this same Shop Talk Network at this same Shop Talk time, you know how I do. You can help me say it. I'll Ikonoshe. Holla.
Holla.
Hey.